You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Go. All 2020, I got tunnel vision. I told my shorty like the plug, I feel the love is missing. I quit hugging bitches, told her that I was stuck in business. The only thing I lose count of is the fucks I given. Life full of tough decisions, and from the bumps in the road, I'm too tough to mention. Like dude got dementia, what you expect me to do? I got two intentions. The truth cuts tensely. Don't be doing what you do, and I knew you was gon' tempt me. Yeah. Life ends quickly, it happens even faster. How long till they forget me? Don't listen. I mean, how long till I'm empty? I quit playing games, so my grades made them bench me. What the fuck? I got D's to pass around. Tell the fat lady quit singing, it's just me who's laughing now. I ain't need no cap and gown. I'ma leave with half an ounce until these speakers track me down. I ain't need their ass around. I just keep them so I can be reminded what's a clown.
This rap shit'll have your auntie tied in the lobby. I know how to beat a few bodies like Smurda Bobby. I will fold you rappers, origami. That's why I like to keep my circle tight. Audi, face up while she riding the D. Vaped up, caked up, riding the V. Vaped up, great truck. Open the safe up, or we open your face up. It's Albertico on the block with Frederico. Everything we do is big, never chiquito. It's CBM, MFM, and if rappers ain't jacking it, then MF them. This man down, where my team come around. The boogie down to have you face down.
She said she don't want no problems. If a boyfriend get involved, I'ma stop him. Tell him to come right now. Rum, pa, man down.
They survive.
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, if this ain't lit, then what you call it? Shooters on my line, don't make me pick up the car jet. Liquor in they system, got them thinking they can all spit. But we just up and smoke them on some Cheech and Chong shit. Light them up, they ain't really seeing the divine in us. Never tell the vision till we popped up on their monitors. I need my commas up and that's period. Seen them posted on the gram, but never stepped aside. No, they ain't serious, bitch, I'm outside. Too many rappers looking for clout rides. I'm the truth and you can see it in the crowd's eyes. Always humble, I ain't worried about the crowd size. This for my family and my niggas, I don't count pride. Niggas be on cloud nine, thinking we comparable. No metaphors or parables, delivery is terrible. You're looking at a rare go, niggas got me in feral mode. Now everybody got voices but couldn't baritone. Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See we can really show you how it go down. How it go down. Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See we can really show you how it go down. How it go down.
I'ma show 'em how it go down. Total vibes hit me for that future, we gon' dumb out. Roscoe, show out. Status in this bitch, roll something we can smoke out. Niggas always on some hating shit, but ain't got no clout. Now I begin to cut, waiting like a marksman. Caution, loading the Smith & Wesson to off 'em. No open casket. Matter of fact, even if my pops was around, I'm still a motherfucking bastard. Got a lot of shit up on my chest, feel like I can't breathe. But got your head and shoulders shampoo and make your brain freeze. Fuck nigga, talk aggressive lesson what I'm going deep. Niggas in the back of the game somewhere I can't reach. Catch me on the scene with some lean and I ain't sharing. If I can't profit, I don't even know what business is. Fucking up some comments, you would think I'm on some future shit. But I'm like Khaled, all the nigga really do is 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 really do is.
We got 5 minutes till we officially start up. On YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok.
These bitches is mad, these bitches is pressed. They dudes keep looking, they friend is impressed. I'm beautifully flawed, I'm divinely blessed. Got a vibe so raw, he know I'm the best. Ball for ball, I lay these hoes to rest. Blow for blow, let me know if you're trying to put these hands to the test. If you don't know, you should know. No bitch puts fear in my chest, huh? What? I'm with all this shit, you just an offy bitch. You just a salty bitch, I'm more like royalty bitch. I'm a rare breed. Bitches like you be spares for the team. Passed around like blunts in the air for the team. I'm not slime, but what's poppin' to the death of me? R.I.P.E. Dover Charles, friend of me. Shout out Tweet, he be live.
sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
We got about 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. I don't know why I even said the 5 seconds. So with that, 4 minutes. 4 minutes remaining until.
Look, Miss Ames finna kill him like the government. The question won't be who I am, but where them bitches went. Ain't new streets is gon' feel me when I drop my shit. Every block, every ab, every hood there is. Every ear, every heart, and every abdomen. Whole thread out here, cause I'm better than half these men. You ain't even in my league, how you expect to win? Got me laughing cause y'all sound real stupid. Make the song cry every time I write a blueprint. Cutting up so much of the dome, they charge booth rent. All about $1, bitch, you can keep your 2 cents. Big girl, big bank, that's the movement. I go nuts on every track, I win when I lose it. The game needs some change, guess I'ma be that nuisance. But I want the bills with the blue tint. Sorry Nike, everybody just can't do it. And this ain't even me at my best. They gon' spit it now, wait until them crackers cut the check. No disrespect, but I don't speak indirect. I said what I meant, tell them crackers cut the check.
2 minutes, 55 seconds. 55 seconds, y'all.
People change too fast for my pace. I can't even tell if I remain the same. Though they tell me I should be ashamed. How I sit here all fucking day. But what would you do if you had my setbacks? You can't even name them, you don't know who I am. So why throw me shade, God, I can't bear to listen. No matter what I say, they just find a reason to hate me, to grade me, make my accomplishments seem so small. Gotta face it, can't erase them, but it's hard without any support. Oh, I wanna leave so bad, just to get them out my back. Weight of the world on your shoulder bags.
2 minutes left. Send your music to my
Got a
email.
burn for the angels that the energy be talking. If you dancing with the devil,
Appreciate that, appreciate that.
Lumberjack, big tree chopping. Hard to pick a favorite when you got so many
And all genres are
options.
accepted.
I like my barbecue Korean and all my fish Japanese. You won't ever catch me at an Applebee's. Bougie with the palate. They should make a movie about my talent. DiCaprio complaining, directed by Woody Allen. Nico told me he ain't fucking with nothing sort of spectacular. If they ain't get the picture, they gotta adjust the aperture. It's their perspective that's skewed, cause what I do out this world extraterrestrial food. I got the flu, Wuhan, blue prawn in a suit. Too strong, udon, split your noodle in two. Boot in the booth, always black mamba. I'm the rap Blanca, electrifying, I should have my own damn genre.
We got 51 seconds left till we
Got
officially
a
start.
burn for the angels that the energy be talking. If you dancing
Information
with
is
the
sent
devil,
as
tell that
above.
boy to keep walking.
Lumberjack, big tree chopping. Hard to pick a favorite when you got so many options.
Oh, my name's Nico.
You already know what it is, man. We got about 30 seconds left. If you have not already, send your music to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We pretty much are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists and producers around the globe. If you have music, if your mama make music, if your mama's grandmama's uncle, sister's cousin, whatever, man, send them to the freaking show, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know an artist who goes to your school, whatever. Y'all know the drill. Here we go.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius. Autobots, share the stream.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, you already know what it is, man. Welcome to the stream. You already know. If you are here for the first time, pretty much we are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. We pretty much play all genres. Do not be shy to send y'all stuff in. We play one song per artist in the free line. If you want multiple songs played or you want to get played quicker and you don't want to wait in that line, hit that Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, and or Galaxies on the TikTok side as well. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok.
This song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing outside.
Of course, as always, if we happen to reach at least 100 by the end of the stream, we will do a giveaway by the end of the show. 200 and 300 will sort of double the either amount of spins or prizes that you are, able to win on that same wheel and stuff like that. But big freaking salute to everybody freaking tapped in, of course. We rate everything on a 1 to 10 scale. All feedback is welcome, and no industry records. That means don't rap to a Drake or Kendrick beat and send that to the show. We will get cut, blocked, flagged, and or muted. If you have something original working with an independent producer, that pretty much works and suffices. Outside of that, I think that's about it. Other than don't send Tidal or Apple Music, we can accept every other thing.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All right, let me get this right here. Yeah, and if you guys want, go ahead and follow us. Make sure you subscribe on all platforms so you do not miss out on exactly when we go live, so you guys can get your stuff in. Let me see. Here's Johnny. You should be up. Here, Johnny. You should be up. Hey, when it gives me the image, that's not really the link, man. You tricked me. You tricked me, man. Hey. Just kidding. All right, man. Lord Mixer produced? Peculiar. Let's see what shenanigans.
Here's Johnny.
The AD Liquid was up.
Lord Mixer.
ATS was popping.
Non-mutual group.
Yeah, Johnny.
Black who's a shit. Why tell him? Eyes in the field selling pills to white horse. My baby suit grew size force. Apply force. Shots to his polo, throw bro off his high horse. Roman lords of the psych ward. For sport, blam blam like Van Damme and Cyborg. Supply gore. A new body's a ripe corpse. Conjuring crime lore. Turn you
100 pounds.
He need to doctor his rhymes more. His bitch is an eyesore. 305.4. Big bitch need to diet more. Design force with the etiquette of a wine pour. Wrap in the time orb. Slice swords till your sides torn. More chinks in your armor than the tie store. Strike force ready to touch some. Quit acting like you clutch some. Knowing you bust none. My bud pudging. Used to trap gas like a Dutch oven. Who want what? Better get up out the way. Underground brigade, 100 round spray. The plug sells 100 pounds a day. The plug sells 100 pounds a day, yo. It's in the darkness, flexing the Taurus. The weapon's my offense, I'm finna stretch them regardless. Fiends spending on tar hits, looks like they're investing in chocolate. Blessing your conscience when I'm expressing the rawness. Hardship, stay aggressive with calmness. Oppressors are heartless, an effortless target. Blown open from his chest to his armpit. Turn his intestines to chop bits. You got a pessimist logic. Pistol whip your next ticket off the naked. Run with black and Mexican comics. convicts. Pay me to conform, put the check in the garbage. Johnny rapping the hardest. Pay me to conform, put the check in the garbage. Johnny rapping the hardest. Here's Johnny, Lord Mixer, the non-mutual group, Black Who's a shit. Peace to Mr. Skip. 850.
850. Freaking shout out to people who here and those who ain't with me. Don't know what to freaking do, but also if I had to eat money at all, I'd 850 cent freaking, you know. There's lots of time where people don't know what to do. I 850. Anyways, man, big freaking salute. So, what I love about here's Johnny. All right, let me get it in here real quick. What I love about here's Johnny is that, you know, as opposed to, you know, many other artists, right? I feel like a lot of you guys, you'll rap on beats and like the producer isn't really that much of a concern, you know what I'm saying, to you, right? So sometimes you forget to put who produced the track if it was somebody else. And then you don't really look at it like a collab project, but here's Johnny does, right? So he'll, you know, legit, it'll feel like either an event or something that potentially is a part of an album where he did work specifically with, you know what I mean? And I'm talking to where the producer knows that he's on it too, not just like, oh, let me just go randomly download some, you know, tight beats from random producer, and then, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it doesn't have that same weight, because a lot of you don't actually look for that very specific producer and go, you know what, like, let's actually do a project together, you know, listen to some of my songs, see if you got something specifically for my style, or you can make something custom, you know, and then work on a project from there, build a sound. The thing about him is, again, he'll have, you know, many producers that he'll be able to do that with as well. So his catalog, you know, at least right now is vast, and I appreciate, you know, what he does on record. There will be times when I will not necessarily get on him about, you know, having choruses or making certain records longer, just because, again, I mean, I'm like that with all of you guys. You know, wanting you guys to make things that, you know, like, you can make videos to anything, right? But there are certain songs that you do kind of, oh, let me also put this on the radio, let me, you know, put this in this soundtrack and, you know, get this out there. There's a market for everything, but I feel like we always need to sort of, you know, have those, you know, choruses and just certain song standards for it to hit that mass market. Not everybody is trying to do that, we already freaking know, but this one's you know, decent or whatnot. The beats that you choose and or are made for you, often in that very much something abstract, adventure-esque, you know, things that I would also love to hop on or whatnot. So I'm awaiting that eventual, you know, that eventual feature, that eventual, yeah, it's nonsense, you know what I mean? A little bit of a back and forth. Let me see what the AD say. Man, I'm so glad I have my voice back, man. Ciao, it's nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the standard, you know, me to the fullest animated, you know, it's nonsense when I came through it, whatever. Anyways, and what do you say? In and out your mic. Hold on, hopefully you're not saying you going in and out. Damn it. Hopefully, let me test the sound. Were you able to hear anything that I said? Let me jump over here real quick. You're going in and out. Am I? Damn it. Testing, Dork23, testing, Dork23, testing. I don't hear anything going in and out. Were you able to hear anything that I said? Yeah, everything is. Let me jump over here. Everything is popping up, popping. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He said, no, that sounds good. How much did you guys get to hear? Something like that.
He's like, the whole thing.
Just kidding. Did y'all hear the whole thing? Let me see if I could condense it to a very small, situation. And I said what I love. Said what I love about his Johnny is his beat selection, fact that he gets in there, you know what I'm saying, bar for bar, really is a lyricist and MC, right? Loves to actually make a record, but also loves to make projects with specific producers, right? So he'll, find a producer that he likes and actually works on several records, an EP or an album or something like that. Well, a lot of you guys kind of, you'll just kind of download type beat here and there. You don't really care in the same aspect or have that relationship with the, producer, but it matters, right? These days, like, we as producers, how else are we gonna build ourselves unless we actually really create the relationship with you guys and build a full, foundation or whatnot, and just see what our beats would be like with your style, right? And initially with each producer, you should be trying to figure out what is your individual type beat, right? Wow. Again, we'll have certain artists that will again, they'll literally type in Drake type beat, J. Cole, like whoever, right? And immediately you almost get influenced by the sound, the style. You go in completely in that lane. When if you worked with the right producer, right, they could still put you in that lane that you want to be in, but give you something very unique to you, right? Because initially, when people listen to you, they're not putting in insert your name type beat one day initially, you know what I'm saying? Then you're not doing enough, right? They'll still be, if you're a Drake influence, they'll still be typing in, Drake type beat essentially, right? But yeah, here's Johnny got in there, did his freaking thing. He said LOL, you know what I'm saying? But I got the gist and stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate that you work with producers. You get in there, you do your thing. And I just said that there are times when I've gotten on you about wanting more record, essentially longer, or the chorus situations, but nonetheless you still give your artistry, right? I think why I also like you is because you remind me of like Papoose as well, right? And Papoose was one of the kind of first artists that I heard really try to keep like a syllable foundation, going through a very, long period of the rap or whatnot, right? That always had impressed me because he would do it on several records. And, was just part of a foundation of artists that still cared about the craft, right? And so I can hear that with you as well. AD, there are times where I hear that in you as well, where you try to keep those, syllables with, as much of the rap as possible, where it's not necessarily repetitive, but you're showing people that you can still rhyme, make sense, say certain words, within the grasp. And we appreciate that. Liquid said he heard everything and whatnot, man. If that ever happens, I suppose you guys refresh first and then come back and then let me know. And then we go from freaking there. We're gonna jump back into the free line, ladies and gentlemen.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of AD, speaking to AD, like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but you know what, man? He could have paid me, like, we could have freaking talked to, like, people like Jay-Z or freaking, I don't know what to do, but I say, let me plop this here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and Gentlemen was brought to you in part by John.
I've had such an insane amount of ups and downs with the women in my life that I was brought to just completely hate women at one point in time. But it wasn't forever, 'cause I met you. Ooh. My time with this girl's immaculate. Set the vibe and get the candles lit. Most rappers can never imagine this. How that action prick can snag the chick. Who not better than the fairest chick? Because comparing this point, don't she smack a bitch? She thicker than a bowl of them. No face is so awesome and beautiful. God even gets like, what the fuck? I chose the wrong one. Would've waited if I knew this Kelly chick was gonna come into this world, bruh. Ashton Davis will burn up in flames for this. I got the sweetest lady, even though I'm crazy. I'd be sorry, always give me glee. I'm just hoping that you know I fucked some other ladies, but they aren't shit to me. Like you've been to pen, it's been to 10. The happy tears you put in him again. I had once related to Eminem, but at this point Marvin's in my skin. Gave me the life I give up on, 'cause I only knew to fight. Didn't care if I was stuck up in the cell, because I was through with life. Gave me the life I give up on, I was living just to die. But you made it right, resurrect the smile just by being you, your mind.
Man,
I'm gonna live all of the shit I never got to as a little kid. And I'm gonna help our kids do all the shit that we had never did. I may not be the first guy that you love, but I'm gonna be the last and the best. Action is less in terms of looks, like I give a shit. You're with me though, I cannot find a job. My homies like you getting cheated on, but you never turn location off. And plus I know you never do me wrong. I got a couple insecurities, but you're not one. Matter of fact, girl, you're pure to me. What the hell is it with all of these dicks acting like the chicks only care about some fucking money, saying that because they got no money? Maybe if you had a little bit of game, shit won't be the same. You could go and change the way you're living, compensating money over women. But and if I'm keeping it at 1,000%, it simply goes like this to me. If I do not got my lady, then I do not feel like I've got anything.
Oh man, well that was
it.
Get out of there. Where the freak is the damn? It doesn't wanna. All right, now AD is also a storyteller, gets in there, and you know, feel like you always give us pieces of your life, or you know, there are like very few times where you go in and like kind of, you know, make up something or whatnot, but just to show your skills and getting in there, you know what I'm saying, rapping about something. But you guys got to see a little bit of what I was talking about, right? In terms of how when he has a certain, you know, maybe rhyme scheme or flow, whatnot, you know what I'm saying, he'll be able to get in there, you know what I'm saying, for a bit, switch up, go in, you know what I'm saying, do something else. And this one was very different, by the way. This was, you know, one of the few sort of like first times hearing him on something that's, you know, a little bit faster in the way where you would usually hear like a Ludacris, a Crazy Bone, a Tech Nine, you know, certain things like that. And while he didn't go in and necessarily rap fast like some of those artists, I felt like, you know, his approach, you know, still worked. You still mentally to that beat, you know, want to hear a little bit of, you know, speed and stuff like that, what someone like a Record Child or something like that would do, but definitely has both the show and stuff like that within there. Production nice. And man, again, I'm waiting for some of y'all. I'm waiting for them videos. I'm waiting for them videos to really see, you know, if you could bring the record to life, you know, visually, and just, you know, what's your vision there, you know. In my mind, I don't know if when you don't, you know, in most cases, I get if it's, you know, a money thing and you feel like you don't have the money to sort of really bring the real vision that you like truly have, you know. But come up with treatments for like 3 different records, right? One where if you actually have a good budget, one where if you have to do it just like on your phone or you know, something like that, and then one, you know, just think about that other third one. It could just be a lyric video, whatever the case, right? But I feel like people need some kind of visuals as well at times to also connect with a record in a certain way. And it also gives people another, you know, avenue in or whatnot, right? They get to sort of connect with you visually if they see, like, for instance, if you have, you know, energy within the video and you know, seem, you know, confident within that, they may want to then see you live at a performance or something like that. It just really depends on how much work that you decide to do to that and stuff. So y'all saying, do you know what I am saying?
Nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Head to McDonald's.
That's weird. Alright, HTX Youngster. Mr. HTX. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and. Alright, wanna go big. What the freak? I hate your intro, bro. I'm like, what is that knocking? I'm pretty sure everybody probably thought the same thing.
It's about cash, you know that I'm in it. I wanna go big and move it so fast. Like whenever I'm inside my bank, I want nothing but commas and dash. My stack of my dollars, I'm put through it all. Like all in a minute, yeah, fuck all the times we're broken down. I could never get it till I'm on top, and I'm gonna never finish. Hey, yeah, all of my life I wanted the dollars. I wanna make money like all of the ballers. You needed that heat, then baby just holler. I see it's just but dream about this, and my days is a toddler. I hit up your city, I might cause a problem. Gotta move up, no sense of me staying on the bottom. I wanna go big, and I mean so big that I'm living life like it was a gig. I'm smoking on gas like it was a sin. I living my life like it was a flick. I can never stop till my music so big, and everyone that live in this world is bumping my shit. So can never stop till my music ahead. Yeah, all I want is money and stacks. Want Vivian's diamonds are looking like glass. Won't fly in the jet and never look back. Like what was your name? Can't even keep track. Girls come and go and shit even sad. Moving on up and close to a back. But can never stop till I'm big on my tracks. Yeah, ayy, can never stop like a horse in a lap. I wanna go big and get me some racks. Smoking on dro, then singing like that. I wanna whip that tickles.
Try to close all these windows, man.
Look, coming first, I'm welcoming last. I gotta get money, I gotta get paid. I'm on way up, ain't no can be late. Yeah, first things first, I gotta get paid. I'm moving on up till I get it made. Can't never quit or do be afraid. Watch me get dollars in so many ways. Always go hard till I'm in the grave. Moving on up and stay at a pace. My cup in the whip, then go do a race. Yeah, ay, all of my life I wanted the dollars. I wanted big money like all of the ballers. You needed the heat, then baby just holler. I see stress about tripping about this and my days to the taller. I hit up your city and might cause a problem. Gotta move up, no sense of me staying on the bottom. I wanna go big and I mean so big that I'm living life like it was a gig. I'm smoking on gas like it was a cig. I'm living my life like it was a flick. Can't never stop till my music so big.
Slow-mo
And
9.
everyone that live in this world is bumping my shit, so can never stop till my music ahead. Yeah.
You said that Bruno. Clear that and show that.
Yeah.
Well, that original, the sample itself, wasn't it? No doubt. Follow me. I think that sample, thank you for the follow. I think that sample itself was, no doubt, and it was, different drums essentially, added on. And look, in terms of like HTX Youngster, you know what I'm saying, and the songs that I have heard from you, I will say it's one of the better songs that I, have heard. There are still, from time to time, some of the same, issues in terms of, just the timing or feel, and wanting, more variations. But like I heard it in the places, that matter. 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So if someone does get a little bit, tiresome with any kind of repetition or whatnot, you're out by the time they, would complain, you know what I'm saying, more or less anyways. But nice way to sort of get in there with the sort of sample that we're hearing or whatnot, right? I appreciate when things are sampled. I mean, like, what so hold on. I appreciate when things are sampled, right, in a different way than what it was originally. Like, some artists will just get the instrumental and then rap to that or sing to that. And I feel like it's a little bit of a cheat code, right? And you're always going to be compared to the original song in that way. But if you sample it, add some different drums, maybe take it in a different tempo, add a filter over it, you know what I'm saying, change it in some different ways, you're able to sort of pay homage to that original record while also doing something a little bit, closer to whatever genre, that you're in. Now, I will say, right, we always want to acknowledge, right, if you're gonna sample a known record, and in some cases, some of you guys don't even know this, you just like hearing a good beat, right? And so you're just going and rap to it. But if you're gonna make a record to a known sample, right, in most cases, if you can, always do research on whatever the sample is, what it comes from, because the more that you can actually add to like your lyrics and the actual record itself, the more marketing you can also do for, those who are like true fans of the thing, right? Again, time and time again, I'll see artists sort of like, maybe sample, I always use an example of like an R Kelly, an Aaliyah record, right? And then they won't like say anything about Aaliyah. They won't name, any of her songs or something like that. And I feel like that's usually the way we should go, right? You could just simply rap in most cases, but in most cases, right, if you have a Rick and Morty themed beat, right, why not actually have some Rick and Morty themed, lyrics and stuff like that? Everything said, saying, sit mine, that's what's up, you should be in the free line. And they go say nice and stuff like that. You see, yeah, Gwen and Akon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I forgot Akon was on that. For some reason, it felt like a Gwen Stefani and Pharrell record. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, that original song, you know what I'm saying, in my head, I hear mainly, Gwen's vocals, but when I think about production and especially what Pharrell started doing over time, I feel like it started going within that. Let me see what we got next up. If you're new to the show,
be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All right. Let me see what we got next. Let me see what we got next. Have I been? Let me make sure. So what was this? No, I haven't dropped any. Okay, so I need to make sure that I take things to the right folder. Yes, may I help you? Yes, little girl. Hold on. Give me his hand and a thorn in the thing. Alright, Christopher Duncanson with Danny Polo. You can let us know more about that, Carver. Hold on, let me plot this in. Alright, we're live on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Shout out to everybody tapped in with us.
I know they names. I woke up in the morning and I can't remember a thing. They left a note on the bed saying have a great day. Who was I with last night? How many girls did I hit this time? I know that I said it's the very last time. I gotta stop.
Or is it called traffic?
On them one time,
it's called traffic.
Hitting my line, saying meet them on the west side. Head down to the south side, and we heat it up just one time, baby. I know we gotta have it, but the way I come and go, it could be tragic, baby. Look both ways to make the right decision. You don't need to make mistakes to learn a lesson. You don't even know what you'll be doing to me. Girl, your body's like magic, tastes fantastic. Girl, I had to hit and run, but I'll be back in traffic. Look both ways to make the right decision. You don't need to make mistakes to learn a lesson. You don't even know what you'll be doing to me. Girl, your body's like magic, tastes fantastic. Girl, I had to hit and run, but I'll be back in. I don't wanna be this way till you lay with you and go. Make a player wanna change this game for you. Ain't that your goal? Go from a straight hitter to can I buy you dinner? It's something to consider. But you know how I get when I go downtown on the weekend. I'ma do my thing, but if you wanna dance, girl, we can. And go out to dinner. It's something to consider. You know I deliver. And you know I'm down to rock tonight. You're incredible, don't understand your methods. I'm a player, but I stick to good intentions. You're amazing, but you know that I get restless. Girl, your body's like magic, but you know my habits. Always do a hit and run just to get stuck in traffic. Look both ways to make the right decision.
1 to 10, how y'all feel about this record right here?
You don't need to make mistakes to learn a lesson. You don't even know what you'll be doing to me. Girl, your body's like magic, tastes fantastic. Girl, I had to hit and run, but I'll be back in traffic.
3 minutes, 13 seconds. I appreciate the overall, time with this track, but like we always say, we never really have to talk about song length when it comes to other genres. It's really only, rap that you guys, for whatever reason, feel like people want to hear shorter records and stuff. No, people just want to hear better songs, right? No matter what genre it is, we'll be with you as long as you show us that you're a real artist and you can hit the right notes, tones, octaves, whatever. If you're melodic, if you're rapping, just show us that you love the production that you're on and do the artist work. That's it. You know what I mean? And the more that you're able to do it becomes more, you know, amazing. You're adding bonus work to, you know, just whatever listener that really, you know, loves, you know, whatever you're doing. So in this case, you know, every vocal, you know, was on point, harmonization, you know, very little sort of effects to sort of compensate for, you know, lack of skill. Like, I appreciate just what the artist does, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to R&B, I do kind of favor slow jams a little bit more than like your, you know, typical R&B club, you know, record or whatnot. Like, I was never a fan of like 112's Peaches and Cream and shit like that, just because I felt like, you know, club songs for most R&B artists, you know, they'll have to dumb themselves down a little bit more. They'll have to be a little bit more, you know, simple with sort of how they sing. But when it comes to the slow jams, they're a little bit closer to like ballads where, you know, you have to be able to feel that emotion with the melodies that they're putting down, or you know, just to be able to see what they'll do, you know, with each, you know, song structure, and it becomes something dope. So good job, got in there, did your thing, and of course, hopefully he goes in, does a little bit of a video for that, and they it right there. What'd you say? Got like the swag on, you know, that track, man. I'm Shane. Let us know when that hits all platforms. Thank you for the likes, appreciate you. And he joined in. Came back with E-Set, Manufacturer, eat that. Alright, hold on. Let's see where we are at. Nick Lowe. Let's see what you got. Nick Lowe with Where I'm Going Go. Did you forget a word in there? Where I'm going to go? Or where I'm going to go? Well, you know what? Yeah, maybe it is where I'm going to go. Where I'm going to go. Okay, that was guaranteed. He says it just like that. Where I'm going to go. Where I'm gonna go.
I don't know where I'm gonna go. I know that I got to live my life. It's like this road getting longer and narrow and darker. It's time that I make up my mind. I can't keep going around doing the same thing, thinking I'm gonna see a change, but I need a change. Gotta change some things. Some things I need to change. Seems like I'm getting lost and can't find the road. Blame no one else. When it's me, no one else. This time I blame self. If you help me or you leave me, and no one is there to help me, I still got help. Nobody help me out, cause I know that God there. You don't gotta give me a hand, cause I know that God cares. I know who's with me and won't leave. Shielding me, protecting me, guiding me, leading me on to victory. And my soul to Him, and I know He will give me over the hill. But no one was there for me, and now I'm Holy Ghost filled. Thank God for setting me free. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I got to live my life. Feels like this road getting longer, narrow and darker. It's time that I make up my mind. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I know that I got to live my life. Like this road getting longer, narrow and darker. It's time that I make up my mind. Oh, yeah.
Time that I make up my mind. And let it time. What I don't know what the hell everybody we gonna do, but you know what, I'm all on the grind. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I can find. Says him in the corner. Everybody knows that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but you know what I'm going. It's time to make up my mind. Yeah, I remember this one, man. So yeah, you go in and essentially, right? You know, again, I can tell you feel, you know, this record. You go in with a lot of, you know, saying decent melodics or whatnot. You know, you have a very much like an R&B and an old school kind of R&B voice. And sometimes you'll even go in there with that type of production, but will be more gospel with the you know, lyrics and overall, you know, song. And so I appreciate you being able to take and blend certain, you know, genres together. There will be some that will say it may be a bit much in terms of like the amount of times that you go into those, you know, those runs that you ever so, you know, point out each time. I think in most cases, always be sparing with something that you do on a record, because if you do it too much, you know, it sort of not necessarily overstays its welcome, but it starts losing the specialty of the fact that you can, you know, do it or whatnot, right? Because the first two times you're like, oh shit, man, you know what I'm saying? You can go in there and hit those, you know, tones. You know, that's one of those like you looking up at the ceiling, up at the sky. Put it in the sink. Put it in the sink. Oh, turn on the light, my baby, cause I can't keep up, boy. So tell your sister. You have to tell your sister, man. But yeah, man. I'm still waiting for some videos, you know what I'm saying, from you as well, you know, in the near future, you know, make that happen. What up, DJ Young? What's freaking poppin'? What's 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 poppin'? Yeah, let me not do that. All right, let me see what we got next up.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend right now.
All right, man. It's Saturday right now, you know what I'm saying? Maybe about 10 o'clock or friggin' so. What time is it for you guys right now? Let me know. Hold on. Alright, Ryan without the mud. Let me see. There's a lot of times when you will go to me, when you could go to.
Made it out the mud, I done made it happen. Everything I do, yeah, I'm really snapping. Oh, all my niggas with it, yeah, they about that action. All this pain in my heart, it just weighs on me. All this way, baby, it's hard to luck and you wait on me. Don't put the blame on me. I've been through a lot, not my fault, I still give it all that I got. Shit be hard, I wanna be up in the same spot that I was before. I was down bad, contemplating kicking doors. I was fucked up, I had no money for the stove. I was real down, I was lower than below. That's why my heart on froze. My sister never showed me love, I couldn't love again. Then I lost my first love, I never loved again. I'll be your money, damn, I really miss you. I don't open up because I got just issues. I've been lied to, I've been misused, I've been abused. Can you help me? I'm falling, someone take the lead. I'm never at ease, I'm there for everybody. Who the fuck is there for me? Who the fuck gon' care for me? Who the fuck gon' cherish me? Scared to give my love away, last bitch embarrass me. That's why I can't commit. That's why I fuck these hoes, I sip on drink and I get lit. I wanna settle down, but sometimes I be on the fence. Don't always wanna talk, sometimes a nigga wanna vent. The only time I'm sentimental when I'm fucking bent. When I be fried, when I be twisted, when I be dizzy and I'm about to fall. I get these flashbacks in my head, start to replay and I tell it all. Made it out the mud, I done made it happen. Everything I do, yeah, I'm really snapping out. All my niggas with it, yeah, they about that action. All this pain in my heart, it just weighs on me. All this way, baby. It's hard to love, can you wait on me?
I have it about this 1 to 10, and I'll be back as well. You already know what it is. You over here holding down with the damn thing. You the bitch, she whatever, saying everything all day. Put it back in it. I don't even know what is happening, but I'm rapping. This is cool. Freaking everybody also wants to like go and freaking hop over this freaking beat like a javelin that they had grabbed and then freaking hopped over. You don't even know until freaking do. But Pop Smoke was a freaking dude that also freaking knows that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I am not sober. Also, you cannot smoke cause freaking hip hop will kick you off of the stream, and they are not joking. I don't know what to do, but I am not hoping. Also, freaking your mom's Hulk Hogan. That was actually pretty dope. First off, you got in there and did your thing. Reezy V without the mud. Decent overall vocals, man. Again, y'all know me, man. When it comes to melodic records, even if you use auto-tune, what I appreciate is if you can do some variation and essentially treat any record that you're doing as if you were an R&B artist, even if you don't consider yourself R&B. Like when you look at the title of this song, well, not the title, when you look at the genre of this song on Spotify, you know, he puts it under hip hop and rap. Doesn't put hip hop, rap, R&B, you know what I'm saying, hip hop. You know what I mean? That those other ones are nowhere to be seen. So there are some artists who will just kind of melodically sing on a record, but they still will say they are rappers. Does it mean that you can't take your, you know, the approach that you're using and still take it seriously when it comes to the melodics and whatnot? So that's what I appreciated about, you know, what he does, because when you're saying words, right, you're trying to talk about, you know, serious things, or if it's about, you know what I'm saying, a girl or something like that, right, we have to be able to feel what you talking about, right? Otherwise, for most artists, if you're just coming at it with a whatever energy, whatever melodies, if it's too repetitive, whatever, you know, the listener starts dozing off after a certain amount of, you know, time, because they feel like they know exactly what's gonna happen. They also aren't necessarily, you know, impressed too much with the performance, so they'll listen to it for a second and then tap out back out and have a conversation with, you know, people next to them and stuff like that. Always ask yourself, like, what kind of artist you guys want to be, right? Do you want to be that artist that when your song comes on, you know, two people or a car full of people, right? That's how you really know how your song's, you know, gonna do. If a car full of people hear your song when it comes on the radio and they all like, yo, what's that? And then, you know what I'm saying, they all basically have that looking at each other, they want to crank the record up, listen to it, enjoy it, and be like, yeah, man, that's a nice whatever. Or, you know, again, your song's on in the background, we cut it down so we can still hear ourselves talk, because that's more important in that moment. I feel like most people would want to go the opposite way, you know what I'm saying? So, but you guys can be the judge. Let me see what you say. Dirt Dan saying who was vibing, you know what I'm saying, tough to that too. That's what's up. Hold on. Why must I always fight with you, TikTok? What do you say? He said I'm getting Young Blue vibes. They was shit. And then you said I'm gonna give away a free beat to the best artist tonight, man. So y'all know what it is. The best artist tonight, and when you come into the block, your mama don't know like what to do. Something. Also, encourage you guys to work with actual artists and vice versa, for artists to work with actual producers, and you know, like I said, create that relationship.
Hey, Stacks, you ain't cooking up.
I Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you. I Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you. I'm not the same, baby, I'm different. I can't be lazy, cause I want the riches. You all about paper, you mind your business. You got a body, yeah, you the thickest. You got something I wanna swim in. I wanna know how you be feeling. Netflix and chill, we just not chillin'. I just wanna know what the vibe is. Grown man, not childish. Nick Cannon, we wildin'. We get high like a pilot. Yeah, I know you got motion. Got one shot, don't blow it. We like Bunny and Clyde. Ain't tryna waste no time. Like Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you. Like Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you. Like Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you. Like Bunny and Clyde, we stick together. Shut you fine, baby, you pressure. Hell of a time, give you the special. I knew you were her right when I met you.
Bunny and Clyde, I don't know what the hell to do, but you probably saw me inside or some freaking thing that if we didn't know what the hell I'ma do, but it's all in the sky. And sometimes I don't even think that you saw me in car. Freaking be did something that's all in my eye, and all of the time when I know. That's another example of a record that's actually decent and could be way more than the amount of time that you gave it or whatnot, right? Right now we're at 1 minute and 45 seconds. I always want to remind y'all, if you're a good artist, if you have a good performance to whatever beat that you are doing, you guys do not have to make your songs short. People don't want... Okay, put it like this. People only want short songs from bad artists because they want them to hurry the hell up to get out of there. That's the simplest way to put it. But if you have a good energy, if you have a good mix, a good sound with what you're doing, people are always willing to stay in there with you for however long you are willing to, right? Then you have a song called Bonnie and Clyde. What is the missed opportunity in this occasion, right? You know what I'm saying? You got a song called Bonnie and Clyde. If anybody knows Bonnie and Clyde, what it's even about, man, it's a male female usual suspects on the most wanted list, essentially, right? So essentially, right, I think we will want a female rapper or singer essentially to join you on their song, even if it's a remix, whatever the case, whatever you guys got to do. Sometimes, if you go with the theme to the fullest, like it'll go even further or whatnot. But I feel like there's definitely some potential in this. Now, the other part that I want to remind you about is, like, I get it. Sometimes you'll make the record short, and in your mind you're like, oh, it makes it easier for me to just do short form content for social media. If I want to perform the song, I only got to do the short, just that, but I think about the music that we do as like, okay, with the music itself, we should always want to give people more and then we can do whatever we want for like the live performances, for the content. You can shorten it, you can do sections of anything. It's your world when it comes to that. You can link the first verses to choruses of any of your records in like a whole show disc, you know, kind of set, you know, scenario. So there's no number of things, but if you have something that could potentially be a hit song that, like, you know, and I always think about like the radio, right? My biggest fear is, you know, my song just coming on, and then again, it's only 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 minute 30, 2 minutes, and then it's on to a commercial right after it comes on, right? So people don't really get to know fully, you know what I'm saying, if they really like, you know, the song. I feel like more time always gives you more ability to switch it up, show people more what you could do, add a dope feature, and vice versa. But you know, the shorter records are more of just a taste. This is a taste of what I can do. DJ Young was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? And he said it's hard though, and he said no, switch up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, Simone, or is it Simone, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever saw that name written, you know what I'm saying, until now. Well, no, because Raymond Simone, right? You know what I'm saying? But like, was it spelled like that? In my mind, I feel like I'm talking out loud, you know what I'm saying, with my brain.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep when I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
That's that bullshit, nigga. They on that bullshit. That's that bullshit, nigga. That's that bullshit. They on that bullshit, nigga. That's that bullshit. That motherfucking bullshit. That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit, nigga. They on that bullshit. That's that bullshit, nigga. That's that bullshit. They on that bullshit, nigga. That's that bullshit. That motherfucking bullshit. That's that bullshit.
I'm stone cold with the stout. Open up my mouth, tilt my head back, smash them together, pulling them out. I ain't worried about clout. The streets know what I'm about. And I bother you like some gout in your face, just like a snout.
I'm that nigga that's in your ear, making them bangers every day. Man, this shit runs through my pores. I got something to say. Circle smaller than a bagel, known for handing out them halos. Get slapped up like a label. I'm on top like a table. Obi-Wan Blanowski told the lightsaber just like the torch. I'm leaving these robots scorched, pushing the weight with them but the force. Stay on your porch, Padawan, you gon' learn one day. Take the blaster off, stun, have you running down the one way. And I stay shitting, toilet paper needed 2 rolls. Necessary like some hominy in a bowl of menudo. Say what's up, Chuck the deuce up, man, I'm nice with the kudos. And I'm tossing suckers through the air, black belt judo. You a needle in a haystack, bitch nigga, and I'm the factor. Circle kinda small like the front wheels on a tractor. Fill the air with laughter, looking at you disasters. I'm reading up on these fakes like I'm finishing a chapter. Squeeze the game for the bread till I'm in my deathbed. Move around this motherfucker like I'm on a waterbed. Get it out the streets, I don't know no other way.
You
I'm
said
trying to
bed
get
twice.
paid. The fuck you trying to say? I'm just trying to break bread, my nigga, that graham cracker. Bark, bark, chicken head, I'm that meat packer. Let me see you snapper, then I throw it right back at ya. I jack it with the hammer, give me the neck alpaca. Dripping like a scuba, about to blow up like bazookas. Strong arms for the cheddar, hands up, hallelujah. Killers in a pack like some fucking barracudas. Man, I've been about that moolah, moving silence like a puma, bitch. Lot of difference, saliva dripping, that isn't but a knife can cut the tension on your head just like extensions. Looking like easy picking shoelaces, cause I be tripping to the paper. Yeah, I'm getting dumb blinkers, you might just miss it. In your face just like a dentist, I'm whipping work like a chemist. I can give 2 fucks about it like a DM or a mention. Sit up down just like detention, lock it down like a prison.
Bitch, I'm like a hockey rink, I stay catching, I'm slipping. Gassing straight up ripping, they come and get you a whiffin'. I'm moving just like a piston, smoking like jalopy engines. These hoes, they praying wishing, I dig them down, leave them lippin'. I'm shiny, yeah, I glisten, never sippin'. Yo, I got this little snowflake pulling on the stick shift like an e-brake, but I like my space like a motherfucking empty showcase. Man, I try to touch base with a bold face, and I keep the game laced. They know I'm well-rounded like I'm fucking running past third base. Take a second just to listen, records I keep on written. I'm teeing off, call me Lipton. I'm solid, don't do the switching. I'm a dick just like Nixon.
If he can
When I'm
perform
up, get the
this
spritzing.
in
Trigger
full,
finger itching, these bodies gon' come up missing. Hopscotch, so I carry rocks in the socks. Blocks hot, head on the swivel, out for the cops. Mop, going out swinging if I see the ops. Man, I done a little time like a fucking pocket watch. That bullshit, nigga, they on that bullshit. That bullshit, nigga, that's that. That bullshit, nigga, that's that bullshit. That the fucking bullshit, that's that bullshit. That bullshit, nigga, they on that bullshit. That bullshit, nigga, that's that bullshit. That bullshit, nigga, that's that bullshit.
I agree with the, you know, almost like sugar-free DJ Quick, you know, kind of figure vibes, you know, with a little bit of maybe Big Sean, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think about what the closest thing to like what your voice, you know, does, because there's some animation in there, some playfulness, and like I have a little bit of a pet peeve for like artists who like kind of punch in, you know, every, you know, so often, and I always want to hear it less, right? I feel like if artists punch in, there should be strategic purposes for it, right? And so I always give the, like, you know, if there's a place where, you know, a punch-in needs to happen, you should have that be like someone else, you know, on the record or whatnot, right? You know, make that be what the hype man or the crowd, you know, would also freaking say. And we get when there are times where you might run out of breath, right? We understand that. But like anytime I would hit that point, I would just basically go, you know what? Let me just rewrite it. Let me rewrite that part so that I can, you know, hit everything without, and again, you have to make sure that you professionally make sure that you have that breath control. And I feel like one of those things, you know, where if we're putting together the record where we're just listening to the beat, let me think of the first, you know, 2 to 4, you know, maybe 8 bars, and then go to the next, you know, we're sort of purposely stopping ourselves, you know, each time. And then when it comes to coming back in, we may come back in at a you know, like basically right when the last line is stopping, right? Not thinking about that breath control, right? If we're going to perform the record, if we only have like the beat itself, and we have to perform it for someone, which is something I'll talk about a lot of times on the show. You know, you just want to make sure that you can perform it as much as possible, as some people don't like when you have too much of your, you know, vocals essentially playing in the background while you're basically doing your song or whatnot. A lot of artists will kind of phone it in and stuff like that, right? They won't seem like they know their record, and in most cases they don't, because, right, let's go back into it one more time. When you punch in, if you're putting together the song in that way, you're not forcing yourself to memorize the record yet, because you're like, okay, that was the first line, let me see what the second line, right? You're just thinking about each thing that's in front of you. Then maybe you may listen to the song 2 or 3 times, but you'll move on to the next record right after that, right? And then the only time you really get to probably practice the record itself, you know what I'm saying, it's usually like the day of a performance that suddenly you get to do or something. You don't really have enough time, so you bring the record with your vocals. I always feel like, nah, like, you know, there's ways to do things, man. All right. Let's see. Gold featuring Renegade and El Ray and K Fudge.
Crack is genocide, legalized.
I got my niggas rolling up, lighting up, buffing up, like it was 420.
Did I go crazy in that song? That's what it is.
I got my niggas rolling up, sparking up, smoking up.
Why you didn't sing this song on 420?
Like it was 420.
Real niggas bow your heads, I'm about to bless the block. I do this for the ones that's solid from the sandbox. I do this for the ones without a pot to piss. Going from player to coach, Popovich. I'm a full-time hustler rap. I do it part-time, halfway crooks get shook with every punchline. I spit slang like I'm chewing tobacco, I'm wacko. Lips closed like I scored a brick from El Chapo. My young bro got more sass than Khalil Mack. Pushing one hit a quitter, get you high off the contact. Wrote down so many OZs, still got weed in my fingernails. Married to the game, my hustle will never ever fail. Your style is more sticks, seeds, I'm bomb cannabis. I sell professional bud, not for the amateurs. The first cat, bring a diva back to a beat spot. Orgasm and Mary Jane with Lil Mama got
rolling up, lighting up, buffing up, like it was 420.
Talk to him. Yeah. Put it together like I should. Young black scholar from the hood. Problems made me wanna rap. Guess God meant it for my good. People seek me out for questions. Figure I should write a book. They see how great I am. Don't know the sacrifice it took. I refuse to let the hard work I put in get overlooked. Had to figure out a route to get a check and just do it. Said I came to thrive. It ain't enough to just survive and go through it. Where your heart at? You ain't out here to build. You just put on a hard cap. You sold them people fibs. I know what it is, like fake jewelry when it clink. Your secret safe with me, but I ain't trying to link. I can't hang around these pussies. I'm too scared that it might rub off. Fly as hell and pride myself on being trill above all. I know who I am and I know who I ain't. I'ma take that to the grave, but first we take that to the bank. And now I got my niggas
rolling up, lighting up, buffing up, like it was 420. I got my niggas rolling up, sparking up, smoking up.
Sorry.
Like it was 420.
You don't matter like what time. I don't know what the freaking do, but every time you want to freaking tell me that the rhyme, and I freaking don't even know what it has. Whatever. Right, let me freaking see. So first off, man, great record. Like that production. Like the overall theme. You know, I think we can never get a shortage of, you know, themed records to, you know, certain things, but especially like 420 you know, centric records. And you know, it reminds me of a record that we would, you know, potentially have like a Snoop Dogg, Too Short, maybe E40, certain artists, you know, run along with it. You know, I appreciate what you did for it. You know, another record where we have 3 minutes and 25 seconds, so took that time and did your thing, as we really do appreciate, man. So keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Let me see what beat DJ Ham done sent on in. He said it's some R&B-ish. So Carver, if you're still in the building, if you have any R&B artists. what the hell I'm doing anymore. There's a lot of time when you freaking look at those. People freaking up on the side, I don't even know what to do, but you all get high, freaking when you all in the corner, and all that freaking people don't know what the hell they even calling you for, cause people are freaking go up, freaking in places, freaking they don't know what to do when they say stuff, freaking I don't know if I'm going to lay up. There's a lot of people who just want to get paid, but there's a lot of time where people are freaking pop up and they like rap. People like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but you're hoping that they like that. They might snap. People also know that every single day I it's more of a club dance, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that vibe essentially with the tempo and the drums. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta figure out as the artist, right? Sort of like where to essentially, you know what I'm saying, go melodically. You know, I think if you were to make another version where you also slow it down. This shit right here. Slower. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but a lot of freaking people freaking go and they know to make call, but they call, but what they call. No, listen, that's just for the rap though. Everything on time, everything on time, everything on fire, you know it, I'm on my, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, it's just funny how changing the tempo of any piece of, you know, production can, you know, take whatever record that you have to a whole different, you know, direction, right? And it gives you the option as an artist to basically either make two completely different records or two versions of, you know, the same track, where, you know, in most cases, like if it's faster like the original version, I usually say like, okay, so if you're gonna do an acoustic kind of like, you know, Tiny Desk, you know, version, you slow it down, you maybe, you know, have an acoustic guitar, you know what I'm saying, but you want it to be slower so that you can really appreciate the record and the melodies in a little bit of a different way, right? You sort of just you slow it down or whatnot. Also that freedom of basically, you know, really being able to fully control the crowd, you know, at any time or whatnot. If you see them getting tired, like you may have a tremendous amount of songs that you know, kind of put back to back at first, that you do want people to sort of, you know, get in there and you know, move to essentially. And then at a certain point, mate, you may see them getting a little bit, you know, restless and tired, so, you know, slowing it down, giving them some time to rest or whatnot, and simply doing a version of whatever the next record would be, you know, in that slower you know, vibe or whatnot, right? So once again, right, like if we're going with this, and by the time you get to that, And by the time you get to that, you know, again, people almost falling out and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Then you go, okay, you know what? Let me do that. Let me do this one or whatnot. And they get to sort of, okay, let me sway to the side, back my head. Right? Again, it can even be slower than that. However, sort of like you want to freaking do, right? But then if we go to this, suddenly we gotta move. Certain people, if they ain't in the mood to dance, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it really depends. It really depends on what you want to do to them. But know that the speed of your tracks can control the crowd in many, 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 many ways. In many, many ways.
Excuse me, mister, can you stop it? We don't like what you're doing.
Alright, ladies in general. You said I got another version like that. Hey, that's what's up.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
That's what's up. Alright, Abdullah Yushin, welcome to the rack. Let's see what you got. That's like, Carl, you say something else? So what's the BPM of that track?
I had to make way for myself, they try to count me out. Same nigga I used to call my bro, try to cross me out. Looking for my spirits like my soul decided lost and found. And money shit don't matter, everything that matters to me inside the cloud. Don't come over here cause it get dangerous round inside of town. I can tell the truth to save my life and I'm so tired of lying. So many R.I.P. shirts, I'm tired of seeing my niggas dying. Turn on the news, it's kids missing, no got gunned down. Karma go get even, no matter if you turn your life around. They gon' feel my pain and listen, not because they like the sound. I do this for P and everybody. Right now, say I'm next, all I heard was how and a bunch of doubt. I ain't mad, but I was a lot of shit I still gotta figure out. Tryna feed them like the meal be bigger than they mouth. I ain't forget the shit they did to me, but I'm gon' get them back.
I remember this
some
one.
Niggas meant to go to school, some niggas meant to trap. Only time I'm going back and forth is to get the rack. Other than that, you won't see me going tip for top. Sign a deal for less than a mil. When I'ma do it that I'm independent right now, and I'm still thumbing through a check. Tell me what you want if I lead a hood, I ain't looking back. Cause I know niggas won't ever lead a hood that they get to attack. I know many before they reach 21, they get turned to a pack. Back to real in the city where I live, walking to the rack. Tell me what you want if I lead a hood, I ain't looking back. Cause I know niggas won't ever lead a hood that they get to attack. I know many before they reach 21, they get turned to a pack. Back to real in the city where I live, walking to the rack. In my hood, it ain't safe, you niggas get killed for none. In my hood, it ain't safe, you better go get a gun. In my hood, it ain't safe, try to get some funds. In my hood, nigga, it ain't safe, but shorties kill for fun. In my hood, it ain't safe, cause niggas get killed for none. In my hood, it ain't safe, you better go get a gun. In my hood, it ain't safe, you try to get some funds. In my hood, nigga, it ain't safe, cause niggas kill for fun. Ain't no more big homies, all the youngest run the blocks. No education, they training in diplomas for a Glock. And they tryna earn a name, so they'll kill a cop. Talking to the feds and saying names that'll get you shot. You get locked up for a case and they'll let you rock. Putting your trust inside a bitch and knowing this bitch a thought. She said she gon' put money on your books, ain't seen you squad. Is you gon' rap for both, fuck all that talking, is you is or not? I can see right through the fake and I can feel the plot. All the pain that I overcome, I done healed a lot. Like fuck, I look like let a little nigga treat me out my spot. Everything I do 100%, I gave it all I got. Tell me what you want if I lead a hood, I ain't looking back. Cause I know niggas won't ever lead a hood that they get to attack. I know many before they reach 21, they get turned to a pack. Back to real in the city where I live, walking to the rack. Tell me what you want if I lead a hood, I ain't looking back. Cause I know niggas won't ever lead a hood that they get to attack. I know many before they reach 21, they get turned to a pack. Like back to real in the city where I live, walking to the rack.
Alright, I still have my... It hasn't changed from what I said before. See, what I said before was that, you know, like, obviously you guys have ears yourselves or whatnot, right? It's very repetitive in terms of the melody on here, right? Very monotone in terms of just like one note all the way through, no variation. And you guys know me. I'm always talking about that variation and how it is, you know, at least mentally for me, like often a requirement just to see, you know, what you could do. And it's all it takes is just that change in melody. You don't have to change the words. I think you went in there and, you know, talked about what you know, got in there with something that you know, that felt good. You know, mixes even, you know, clean. You have a piano there, so you can do that one live pretty easily. You know, if you have, you know, a pianist to sort of like replay that. But yeah, man, have that variation of vocals. Please, 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 artists, in terms of like the melodies, when you go on a record, if you do less, it's less impressive, right? We want to see more of what you can do, right? You'll sort of find a little comfortable sweet spot, you know, something that like, oh, I like this, you know, little melody or whatnot, right? And then a lot of you guys get really comfortable in that. You always talk about, you know, people being comfortable in the hood that they are. Listen, but you will get too comfortable in either the same flow or the melody. So changing that up, I feel like, is the best way to go. There will still be some people who will feel it, but there'll be those who, you know, won't be impressed unless, you know.
Yeah, this triple XL, I'm a big old nigga. You know I'm the biggest, the sickest, the illest that you ever heard from this part of the map. I slide with a blick in my lap, and when I get quick with the rap, they know that it slap. Nigga be lame as a fuck, they ain't having no motion. I been had the notion they cap. I don't shake hand with these niggas, I show them a pound before I ever give them a dap. I'm tough as hell, Teflon, and my bitch a done, Steflon. Posted up with the gas, Chevron, that purple Urkel, Steflon. These niggas ain't official, they ref wrong. You get hit with a mill if you prep wrong. And bitch, I be treating these little niggas just like some roaches the way they get stepped on. I'm a country ass nigga, CMT, driving motor V's out of DMVs. You can find me with your BNB in a BNB when she DM me. iPhone 15 on D&D. It's a party next door, no P&D. I take a pussy nigga bitch, no P&B. I'm dope, gotta meet me on CMG. No bullshit, I got a full clip for every nigga that you fool with. If this tool lift, you will get something hot for every nigga that you cool with. Cause the truth feel, you ain't really carry nothing more than a mule did. And the rule is, you go to war for every nigga that you move with. True shit, cool wheels turn to hot wheels if they drive by me. Nigga Debo can't side-eye me. I keep me at 9 on the side by me. We'll never split, we like Siamese. I send you in foes, he fly by me. The way that I get the stepping and clapping, you think it's Omega. Sci-fi week on Raw. I'm about to thaw, cause I'm cold as hell, but I'm just warming up. She getting wet on my set from grabbing my mic, and now that bit opening up. If it get too hot to handle, your head on my mantle, that just mean it's up in this stuff. Stay with a pistol on mega new issue, so make I be with you. You trying your luck. Fuck, these niggas suck. Yep, a nigga like me come and do this with ease. You smell the trees in the breeze. Soon as I walk through the door, that bitch get on her knees. These nigga bitches, so did it seem. Here by the time that these nigga bleed, I got a fella to feed, and you will get planted for free behind my little seed, nigga. I don't give no fuck if you think I'm the best or not. Do you got a vest or not? Cause if we getting technical, I got an extra shot. Yeah, you handle my boy, you will get pressure washed. Yeah, boy, I got you been fucking with G like a pleasure spot. I'm a big old nigga, 1 ton. This pound cake just came from London. I'm my feet to yuns. I'm just trying to eat like a luncheon. Say, I'm about that mun yun, so I need them chips, them fun yuns. I come from the dungeon, a scun yun, and roll out the onion, bitch.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm a dumb. It's a lot of tough when I know out. I'ma hear a freaking song I like and I run it back. And I know that I wanna do it right now. Cause there's a lot of things I hear on the beat that I want to write down. But also when I come through freaking and I see a freaking smudge on my window, I know it's something I gotta wipe down. Like with a napkin. Let me stop. Let me hit that running back button.
Read too many books, but living without the internet would suck and shit would get weird like too many cooks. If you're always getting robbed, there's too many crooks.
Living without the internet would suck and shit would get weird like too many cooks.
Also, I want to test out and see if my...
Yeah, this triple XL, I'm a big old nigga. You know I'm the biggest, the sickest, the illest that you ever heard from this part of the map. I slide with a blick in my lap, and when I get quick with the rap, they know that it slap. Nigga be lame as a fuck, they ain't having no motion. I been had the notion they cap. I don't shake hand with these niggas, I show them a pound before I ever give them a dap. I'm tough as hell, Teflon, and my bitch a done, Steflon. Posted up with the gas, Chevron, that purple Urkel, Steflon. These niggas ain't official, they like some roaches the way they get stepped on. I'm a country ass nigga, CMT, driving motor V's out of DMVs. You can find me with your BNB in a BNB once you DM me. iPhone 15 on D&D. It's a party next door, no P&D. I take a pussy nigga bitch, no P&B. I'm dope, gotta need me on CMG. No bullshit, I got a full clip for every nigga that you fool with. If this tool lift, you will get something hot for every nigga that you cool with. Cause the truth feel, you ain't really carry nothing more than a mule did. And the rule is, you go to war for every nigga that you move with. True shit, cool wheels turn to hot wheels if they drive by me. Nigga Debo can't side eye me. I keep me a 9 on the side by me. We'll never split, we like Siamese. I send you with foes, he fly by me. The way that I get the stepping and clapping, you think it's Omega, sci-fi week or raw. I'm about to thaw, cause I'm cold as hell, but I'm just warming up. She getting wet on my set from grabbing my mic, and now that bit opening up. If it get too out to handle, your head on my mental. That just mean it's up and it's stuck. Stay with a pistol on MAGA new issue, so make I be with you trying your luck. Fuck, these niggas suck. Yup, a nigga like me come and do this with ease. You smell the trees in the breeze. Soon as I walk through the door, that bitch get on her knees. These nigga bitches, so did it seem. Here by the time that these nigga bleed, I got a fella to feed, and you will get planted for free behind my little seed, nigga. I don't get no fuck if you think I'm the best or not. Do you got a vest or not? Cause if we getting technical, I got an extra shot. Yeah, you handle my boy, you will get pressure washed. Yeah, boy, I got you been fucking with G like a pleasure spot. I'm a big old nigga, 1 ton. This pound cake just came from London. I've been on my feet till bun yuns. I'm just trying to eat like a luncheon. Say, how about that mun yun? So I need them chips, them fun yuns. I come from the dungeon, a scun yun, and roll out the onion, bitch.
Let me go if he can get it thrown. There's a lot of time while people freaking pop, freaking wanna spin a flow and hit a call with it so freaking cool, and I don't know what the hell to do. And alright, now I will say, two minutes and 32 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Not bad in terms of the freaking time. Usually I want it a little bit longer than that, of course. You know, you still got in there and did your thing, you know, switch it up with the flow, and you know, I think the raps, you know, were on point pretty much. Beat fairly simple, like it's okay. There are certain elements that could be a little bit more professional in terms of the effects and mix that you have on, you know, certain sounds that you've added. And of course, as producers, I'm sure many of you guys in the chat, if you produce as well, there are certain other things that you probably would have added additionally, you know, to grow out the beat and flesh it out a little bit more. Mix on the vocals could be more professional, you know, as well, just in terms of if we were to look at this as a record from the official album as opposed to like a mixtape or, you know, something like that. I can tell you that you felt the beat, right? And for me, that is the most important, right? Seeing an artist, you know, basically pick the right piece of production that you know, really allows them to show off, right? Because not every we can rap to whatever we want, but like not every beat is meant for everyone. And I feel like some artists make that mistake of, you know, just trying to do anything, and then we kind of do a half-ass, you know what I'm saying, job with that or whatnot. But nah, if you put that right piece of production with the right artist, and you know what I'm saying? So, let me stop. All right, let me see. Other guys with right foot, and you sent a Spotify, so I gotta take some time. You said them bells was loud as fuck. Yeah, man, that one Shino. That one Shino. What did you say? Nothing is ready already either, you know what I'm saying? Shrugs and everything sounds, you know what I'm saying, same. You know, hey man, you know how artists is, man. Until the way it is like until it basically becomes uncool, right? Because there are many who will say it from time to time of like, you know, they they hate, you know, certain specific sounds, you know, the sort of, you know, they basically heard almost everything, you know, a million times. And a lot of them are still in the era where, you know, their peers haven't said that it's not, you know, cool for them to sound like, you know, so and so, right? But the moment that that becomes, you know, uncool or some other style, or just in terms of what's popular, right? If it becomes dope to sound more like yourself, to create once again like as it once was, I feel like everybody will jump right back on, you know, that. You know, we of course do come from that we come from that era where like, yeah, like, no, you had to sound like yourself or else, right? Like literally you wouldn't get played. People would, you know, kind of blackball you. They'd make fun of you because you sound like, you know, someone. And, you know, this era, you know, you have like the half and half. You have those that kind of like don't mind, don't accept, or those that are like they see right through it and they're like, nah, like where is your style within, you know, the artists that basically we're hearing and we can tell that you're influenced by. You know, it was like 80% yourself, 20% whatever the influence of, you know, whoever you grew up on or got you into making music type shit, right? You know, or at the very least, you know, occupational hazard. You guys gotta make music with the, like, if you do something specific, even when it comes to like auto-tune, you know, records, right? When you guys, I'm sure you guys are smart enough to know that there are many who have been, you know, tired of hearing the effect, and for some, when you use it, you automatically throw yourself in those same, you know, categories. So for some, even if you have a dope record and you're, you know, using it in the right way, they will look at you like, oh, you're trying to be like those other artists, as opposed to maybe it just actually did sound good with the record, or maybe it's the one record out of many. You know, like, listen, I've used it myself as well. And it really just depends on, you know, what we're doing and stuff. But anyways, I know that sample. This is the other guys with days in. Why is it like?
Chillin' with a bad bitch while we pumpin' lays. Probably talking cash shit while we puffin' nays. Not concerned with masses, last of a breed. She always keep it classy, trying to change the way. I love her motivation, help me turn the page. I be Kid Cudi Rager whenever I'm alone. Just let me touch her kitty cat pursuit of happiness. In bed we act like savages. The cut I hit like running backs, no practices. He ain't my games, he immaculate, no tattletales, no bragging rights. Harass look like a satellite, I orbit you. Gorgeous fruits, I grow, my seed is potent. Always strapped, no local market. Pomegranate, my palm famous a target, bitch. My poems grant them common sense, no like it. Shopping Kroger's, bitch, I'm bougie.
Man, I may have to stop the one from Spotify. Hold on, let me exit that. Cause messing with the my thing on the other end or whatnot, just cause, yeah, I mean, I brought in a whole nother freaking thing. But here's the other thing, man. Like, I have heard another artist on that beat. And I'll say this, right? When any artist hops on a beat that, you know, essentially is for lease or, you know, up for grabs, you know that we feel the same way that we do when you guys get the sort of industry feature that comes with the beat scenarios that, like, again, aren't exclusive, right? So the moment that we hear another artist with the same beat, right? If like in most cases, if we've heard your record first, you get the sort of leg up. You know, you're the first line of defense. You know, in that situation, and every other artist's record has to live up to yours. You know, and you know they lose the element of surprise. You know, but still, if there's easy access to that same beat or feature, for example, you know, it loses its you know, just sort of a uniqueness, its specialty, and you know, so in my mind, because I know exactly the I watch, I can prove it, right? People like, man, you tripping, dog. No. Watch this. Let me see. Which record is it from? Chris Lowe. What am I chasing? There you go. Watch. Same beat. And like, honestly, man, you gotta follow him.
My passion for this music got me going overboard. Like I'm the key to success, and they say keys open doors. Man, what am I chasing? Foreign cars, I got it. Benches all in my wallet. What is the promise? Somebody tell me, what am I chasing? Industry in disguise, government for the lies. Open your eyes, somebody tell me, what am I chasing? Foreign cars, I got it. Benches all in my wallet. What is the promise? Somebody tell me, what am I chasing? Industry in disguise, government for the lies. Open your eyes, somebody tell me, what am I chasing? Is it the cars or the clothes? Is it the money or the gold? The fame of the show, yeah. Love of the music, yeah. The reason why I can't let go, yeah. I don't know. Some terms.
You know what I'm saying? So, good luck or do that. Good luck. Alright, let me stop. Let me see. With my, let me see, passion project with Strays. Let's go ahead and throw you in. And see how well. It's freaking crazy, so I might have to. All of the thing when you grab it, I don't know why, but I'm asking. All of y'all knew the aspirin. People are saying you acid. I don't know what the hell I wanna do, but you know what, I'm breaking the glass in. Counting the strays. When I'm punching you, man, and I'm counting the ways that. Oh my gosh, man, with this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my freaking. Cause I'm like, why is it? Close this. I need some kind of visuals to this. Fighting the dragon. You know, is he fighting a dragon? I don't know why, but I got a dragon. I got a wrapped, and I don't know why, but I had a good. I got the passion. I could've rapped and figured I don't even think I am Sebastian. I'm gonna freaking tell you that I don't even think I freaking think I got the cash and I could've rapped it. Passion project with strays, not bad. Something a little bit different. Some things you can get artists on. I think what I love about producers is like some things, you know, it's just production for, you know, visuals to sort of like go along to, right? So you'll think about like a sync license kind of you know, thing in a movie, TV show or something like that. You know, think Kevin in Home Alone trying to, you know, put together his next set of traps, you know, in the next movie or something like that. You know, that's something that you would hear potentially in that. You know, I appreciate that we can get in there and do something like that, and then turn around and then maybe also get an artist that could, you know, have something, right? Because I could see, I don't know what artist specifically that I was thinking in my head, but you know, it was definitely something that would be, you know, out there, and you could maybe even see it in potentially like a Fast and Furious, you know, movie or something like that. And again, nothing too crazy. I did like the fact that you did switch up, then just, you know, keep it standard. Get in there. But they're over there and looking like, you know what I'm saying, the mad doctor, you know what I'm saying, about to operate on a zombie, man. Indeed and indeed. This is what we do on the show, man. Mad Dr. Dorky, listen, dog, I don't know why, but man, you know what, man, I've stopped affording nothing. But yeah, big salute. What you say, booty flakes for break? Wait, what? Yeah, we're gonna head out though. And again, as always, if I can, I'll try to see if I can, you know, stream tomorrow. And or, you know, send in the morning, and we'll see what's up. We'll always see if we can try our best to make it to those, you know, giveaways, so we can do the giveaways at the end of each stream, you know. But if we don't, we cannot. So again, I will see you guys next stream. Make sure that you guys tap in, subscribe, hit that like button, and tag in artists.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born, I didn't